man at the window pulled a gun from his pocket and pointed it at the old man's head. Faced with the robber's threat, the old man pretended to be very scared and slowly crouched down, saying he needed to get money. The cowboy was so frightened that he stood there dumbfounded. By the time he snapped out of it, the old man had already dashed out through the back door. He flipped the counter over and looked underneath, only to find 3 rifles mounted there. The cowboy quickly opened the drawer, grabbed all the cash, and then ran away. Just a few steps outside the house, a gunshot suddenly rang out behind him. He quickly ducked behind the nearby well, hastily drawing his pistol. Then he stuck his head out to check the situation and saw the old man bursting out, his body covered in iron pots. The cowboy had never seen anything like this before. He panicked instantly, firing several shots that all hit the iron pot. When the cowboy woke up, he found himself mounted on his own horse, his neck tied to a tree with a rope. Before him stood several trial rangers, stating that he was to be sentenced to death for robbing a bank and asking if he needed a defense. The cowboy didn't argue further, feeling the old man was too scheming. After hearing the testimony, the judge was about to deliver a verdict when a group of Indians suddenly rushed out, causing chaos at the scene. Although the Native Americans had outdated weapons, they quickly eliminated all the judges due to their numerical advantage. However, they were clear about their grievances. They did not attack the cowboy, but neither did they let him go. It was unclear how much time had passed when the cowboy's horse also began to hunger. It started gnawing on the withered grass on the ground, gradually devouring the surrounding vegetation. As the horse continued to explore outward, the rope around the cowboy's neck was gradually tightened. As he was about to be hanged, a herder came into view in the distance, and he desperately cried for help. Fortunately, the herder heard the cry and promptly came to his rescue. However, instead of directly undoing the knot around his neck, he attempted to shoot the rope off with a gun. To repay his life-saving debt, the cowboy helped him herd cattle together. However, before they could go far, a group of law enforcement officers suddenly charged forward from ahead. Strangely, the cowherd immediately turned around and ran away upon seeing it. The bewildered cowboy hadn't even had time to react before he was arrested again on the charge of stealing cattle. It turned out that all those cattle were stolen by that man, and the cowboy became the scapegoat. After several rounds of transfers, the cowboy was once again brought to the gallows. The people nearby were crying in fear, while the cowboy now wore an expression of utter disdain.
First time